Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode 93 of the Canberra Football Show. Joining me today is a very special guest, Aleks Trninic, the assistant coach of the O'Connor Knights, MPL, off a massive historic victory, winning the league title, or the title to some. Aleks, how's it going today?
Very good. Thank you for organising this quick chat. I appreciate the coverage that O'Connor Knights Soccer Club gets.
No worries at all. And we mentioned it before, or I mentioned it just then. Congratulations. Just give us a little overrun how the team feels like after that one, besides Miro's on fire from the social media.
Yeah, Miro's definitely on fire, but there's a whole lot of people that are on fire at the moment. Obviously, the club, this is the first NPL title or first top division title in our 26-year history. There's a lot of people that have dedicated a lot of time and effort into it, especially in the last 5-6 years. That I'm sure the Canberra football community is aware of the progress the whole club has made across the whole competition, across the whole club. And yeah, we're just very happy, elevated. The boys are ecstatic. Last night's training, actually, we called it off because of the lightning, but yeah, the mood the mood in the camp is outstanding. You know, that's part of the O'Connor Knights atmosphere that we've created over the collective year over the last 3-4 years is coming to fruition, and we've got people there that want to be there, that are there for the right reasons. And you know, when the atmosphere and the football knowledge that we possess with Miro and the committee that works hard behind the scenes is coming to fruition now, and that's why we've claimed the league championship, first past the post title, which for football pros, that's the most important title because you're best week in, week out. So it's a good reward for us in our second year in the top division.
It certainly is, and that is, of course, what I meant by that. You know, let's just cover all parts of the which titles are which, but it definitely isn't a minor premiership. That much everyone can agree on there. Now, just stemming on from that a little bit, we've talked about it before. Only promoted from CPL a little less than 18 months ago. Made the top 4 in your first season. Now you've won the league championship. Just for those sort of just tuning in for the first time, to sum up that journey a little bit in the last 18 months. It's been one hell of a journey, hasn't it?
Unbelievable, Rise. I take my hat off to anyone that repeats it. 13-year hiatus in the lower state leagues. Couple of teams competing after being unjustly removed in 2009 from the competition. But the spirit of the people that run this club is never fading. And when the promotion and relegation was announced by Capital Football, we obviously jumped at it. We knew there was a path back to the top. And unfortunately, the pandemic got in the way of that, because I think we were one of the more ready clubs that season to make the jump up. Unfortunately, we had to wait a year further for it to happen. And we got up there. What I think is what makes our journey more incredible is, I know player payments and budgets is a taboo subject across here, but you know, we got promoted with 1/10 of the budget of other clubs. We made the top 4 in our first season of 1/10 of what other clubs spent, and we've won the league now, where our entire squad costs less than one player at a rival club. So I think that's comes down to having the right people in the right positions. Miro, obviously, and his assistants, Nick, Tyler, and Davor Nemeth, Michael Škrtić, underpinned by the under-23 coaching staff of Alan Marin, Lisa Milin, and Tomislav Šimić, and myself helping wherever there's a need to be helped, alongside the committee that works very hard. And I think that's the real incredible achievement, is what we have created, what we have done together with the budget that we have at our disposal is unbelievable. So it's yeah, a very good achievement.
It certainly is quite the achievement. And you mentioned it there, the promotion relegation. It sort of held off for a bit, but it was finally introduced after many, many years. We've talked about it before, but just once again, I think your team specifically has proved why promotion relegation was needed for a long time and is still needed. Can you just touch upon that a little bit? How you guys have sort of proved that it certainly was needed and should have probably been here a while ago.
Promotion relegation is the essence of football. That's why I believe many people are zoned out from the A-League franchise competition, because it's a closed shop and there's nothing good coming out of it. Promotion relegation is essential. It rewards those clubs that are doing the right thing. It punishes those clubs that are mediocre. And without it, there's no football. That's why, yeah, people can have different opinions, but the A-League is a closed shop, and just like the MLS, it's going nowhere. So promotion relegation is essential, and of course, the introduction of it is the best thing that's happened to Canberra football.
And you mentioned the man who is your coach a little bit before, Miro Trninic. Can you just talk a little bit about his qualities as a coach, and what do you reckon has been key with his coaching in terms of winning this league title this year?
Look, Miro's obviously my father, and he's been around a while. You know, he's an ex-professional player that's been at the highest level. He's got the experience. He's got the knowledge. Most of all, he's got the authority, and he's got the respect of people. You know, that's what people not all have, I guess, and the man management skills that he possesses, because there's no ifs and buts with him. It's all black and white with him. You know, the way he says it is the way he's going to be. He's a man of his word, and like I said, he's got the authority, the respect, knowledge, and I think that's crucial in today's. You know, we're still at an amateur level, and people get drawn towards honesty, and get drawn to, you know, the environment that's created around it. There's no favorites. You know, the best player plays, and just like 16-year-old to start the season, 16-year-old Harry Martin, if he's better than the other players, he's playing. So there's no favoritism and anything like that. And I believe that's the key strengths of my father, which I obviously tried to be the same. And yeah, that's how I've been brought up. And yeah, sometimes I say things the way I mean it, which get me in trouble, but I don't care, as long as I say what I think and what we believe is the truth. That's all that matters.
And another big part, of course, of this winning team is other players itself. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the defense, because usually, you know, defenses in football don't get all the plaudits. It's usually the forward players. So you guys heavily recruited defensively last year. You made no bones about it. Took the entire Wanderers back line. How crucial do you think that defense was this season? Obviously, the stats speak for themselves. Best defensive team, only 18 points. How crucial was that for your title-winning season?
Massively. We watched we watch every single game, CPL, MPL, under 23s. That back four of Harrison Parlich, James Driscoll, Lockie Fields, and Connor Bill were in a team that finished 7th. We don't know how they finished 7th. Something was obviously wrong there. I don't know, maybe with how it was run or whatever. But we identified those boys being excellent talent, young, hungry, motivated, true professionalism. I can't explain to you how much effort and how they apply themselves. Connor Bill travels from Goulburn to come to trainings, and he never misses trainings. You know, those 4 boys, all below the age of 23 when the season started, have been instrumental in what we've done. And then we've got Seb Barans in goals, who was 17 years old. You know, so essentially one of the youngest backlines and goalkeeper in the competition, and we've got the best defensive record. So that signing was those signings, that early business that me and Miro done at the back of end of last year. This was done in September, October. there's a long time planned, identified, and I think those boys have a bright future, not just with our club, even if they wanted to go somewhere else outside of Canberra. Those boys definitely can step up to the plate. And then you've got, Blaze Blazowski that we signed from West Canberra as Wanderers as well, who unfortunately had a knee injury and subsequent operation, who's missed out the whole season as well. So imagine if we had him and Pat O'Rourke ended up missing 6-7 weeks due to a holiday in midfield. And then we've got, like I mentioned, young players like Harry Martin, Jakov Matic, Vinny Sanchez, Sam Van Duren. Yeah, there's a lot of depth that's come through. Lockie Campbell, and then you've got your experienced players like Regan Walsh, Michael Adams, Niko Kresic, Sosa, Hegi, Tyson Livermore, who have all been around. Paki Manda, you can't, that's incredible team, incredible side, willing to fight for one another, and yeah, it's just very good atmosphere amongst the boys.
Very impressive season from everyone indeed. Now you guys switch your attentions to the finals. What's the mindset heading into that now?
Look, there's still 2 rounds to go. I'm not sure when you're going to air this, but at the moment we're 12 games unbeaten. I think that's a bit of a crazy streak. I don't remember it being done in the last 20 years. Maybe Russ Gibbs, who does all the statistics, can correct me on that one. With finals, anything's possible. The competition's very close. What people tend to maybe not see is that while we are 10 points ahead, but from 1st to 6th, anyone can beat anyone on their day, especially in the finals game. It's anything's possible. And we're just going to take it each game as it comes and prepare adequately for each opponent that we have to face and give it our best. That's all that Miro asks from the players, is to look at themselves in the mirror after the game and say, have I given my best? Have I been at my best? And that's all that matters. Everything else will fall into place. Our footballing ability, structures, and all that stuff set out by Miro are good. But yeah.
You mentioned at the top of the broadcast how much you guys have grown the entire club over the last few years, and everyone involved in the club as well, of course. Do you want to talk a little bit about how the NPL juniors are going? Obviously promoted this year, and their first season in the top flight of that, was it 13s to 18s range?
Yeah, look, that's another success story that's unbelievable in my opinion as well. We only created juniors 3 years ago. This is our 3rd season. In the first year, we just missed out on promotion. Second year, we got promoted by quite a significant amount of points ahead of everyone else. And now in our first season, we're currently sitting in 4th position on the club championship ladder with 3 out of 4 sides in line to make finals. So it's quite an achievement. We have diligent coaches that dedicate a lot of time and effort into the boys, and we've got the right structures and united club mentality, and everyone's pushing the same direction. And I think that's key to the success. So like our first grade and our under 23s, who are also doing exceptionally well, we care about the whole club, from under 6 to all the way up to the first team. Everyone's treated equally. Everyone is on board the same way. And yeah, it's a whole club success.
And talking about the whole club's success, as we sign off now, is there anything you'd like to say to the sponsors, supporters, everyone else, volunteers, everyone else that's involved with the club there?
Well, of course, look, without the volunteers and the sponsors, none of this is possible. Everyone knows this. We don't make money out of this or anything like that. It's just money going out. But there's obviously our major sponsor is Empire, which is Tomislav Šimonić, and we have the Australian Croatian club O'Connor with Dom Polegubic and leading as president there, that are backing us heavily, alongside with Kovac Interiors, which is Ivan and Marijan Kovac, the 2 brothers that are supporting us. And then we've got a whole range of sponsors, that have been at the club for many years. Elite Mint Kitchens, Vinny Goodell, and a lot of people that have supported us. Obviously, there's Tony Polak from Phase 4 Electrical, Sanchevich family from Victory Homes. There's a whole lot of community support behind it, and I apologize to all. I can't list them all because there's too many, but each and every contribution is appreciated by every single member, sponsor, volunteer, whether it be small or little. We need all the help we get for our non-profit club to succeed. And like I said, every single contribution, whether it be cooking a barbecue, rolling those chavapi and Kransky rolls over on a game day, or packing up or setting up, or financial help that we get, is appreciated. Without them, nothing's possible.